welcome back to the channel. My name is Luna. I want to thank you for coming out and checking out this newest speed build, but also this is my version of my most recent shell challenge. Before we get fully into it, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. I appreciate all of you being here. Please forgive me. I am a little under the weather, so if my voice is a little off, I am recovering from COVID still, but I am feeling a little bit better towards the end of the week. Going forward, don't forget to also over on Epic Games, if you ever find yourself downloading any DLC for The Sims or any support in any game that I like to play, be sure to use my creator code Lunagalaxy to help out the community and the channel. I appreciate you. Alright, so this shell challenge was a tiny shell challenge. I do have it posted in the community tab, and I've also posted across my other social medias. This is the most recent September 2023 shell, and I wanted to do something different. I think also with time permitting, I couldn't come up with an idea, but we are doing a tiny shell challenge with 60 tiles only, and I have it set to this would be a tier 2 house by using tiny living, but you don't have to have tiny living, but all of the rules are posted. But my idea for mine was where I put it on a 20 by 20 lot in Hinford and Bailey, I believe. I think it was Hinford and Bailey. No, it is that the same lot that came with cats and dogs? Anyway, it's the one with cats and dogs, and I don't think that one's it. But it's off of the ocean, and so I was thinking either mermaid or fisherman. I decided to go with fisherman because I think I've done my all blue build for the mermaid. So my idea was I wanted this to be a fisherman's house, and my idea is that it's right off the water, so it's easy for him to go fishing, easy for him to work, but he built this tiny home with his own hands, and so it's not great, but it's also pieced together by things that he found, things that were donated. It's homely, it's cozy, but it is actually still a full functioning family home with it being only 60 tiles in a tiny home. And so, like, the inside is cute and cozy, but it still has some bang up things here and there. Like, their bathroom isn't high tech, but it's still, like, pieced together. So as he's gone through his profession, he has slowly upgraded things. But the fact that he's a fisherman, he brings all of his work home, all of his work in and outside of the house, so he's not big on material things because it's just gonna get messy and probably stinky, with it being right off the water as well. And I ended up making a gay couple for this house, and I've actually been playing them over in Discord for the community actually when I finished building this, and I absolutely love the lifestyle that I'm building for them. So it is a fisherman. They are gonna adopt a child, and his husband actually wants to be a spellcaster. They love plants. They both love the outdoors. So this is like the perfect spot for them. Like when he goes out fishing, his husband will also go out and like play in the sand, sunbathe, just be outside. And also planting. They have a job as an alchemist, and they also just got their spellcasting. They just got their first wand. So their husband also wants to be like all the plants and all the things. So they're very supportive of each other, and this home is just very open. It's not really a homestead, but they are outdoorsy. Like I said, like he takes pride in so much of his job that he's literally fishing 24/7. Like he goes to work as a fisherman, then comes home and fishes. Husband, like I said, wants to be a spellcaster, so they have a job as an alchemist, but they also have a lot of herbs and plants that they're planting because they want to make their own type of spells. And like I said, they haven't adopted a child yet, but they're going to adopt a child. The whole build is functional. It is a 2-bedroom upstairs and a full bath. 60 tiles. Don't know how I did it, but I did it. But that was the grand scheme of things with this build. Was yes, it is a tiny home, build it however you want, but the ultimate challenge was making it a full functioning family home, with at least 3 people living in it. I feel like, or at least 2 bedrooms. I feel like that is the best way to make like a full functioning family home. And the one thing, like when you get upstairs, the one thing that I noticed, I might rotate the bed to see if this works better. but both adults can get in the bed, but you have to have someone assigned to the right side of the bed so they slide in and make sure they're always the first person getting in bed first, then they both can get in bed, so that's what makes it functional. But I don't know, like, why they won't go on the other side. I don't know if it's the things on the wall that would block them, because it's the same block width of them getting in the bed on the left side, so it's really weird, but they both can get in the bed. That's all that matters. But I actually did have fun building a tiny home, and I think going with the storyline that I did, it also brought me to using stuff again that I haven't really touched, I haven't really used, and I didn't want to make it all prissy cute and like organized and decorated like I normally do. So I did like put a little scratch marks. They have a couple water stains. Their curtain is a tarp. Like they're not big on material things. They'd rather be outside, getting their hands dirty, soaking up the sun. Like they love their little home, but they still prefer to be outdoors. Like that little corner over there where I end up putting like fish down, and that's kind of where he tackles his fish and all the things. Like those little things I feel like, I don't know, are nice. I really do like this kitchen, which it's an open kitchen living room situation, which I normally do, but I don't know. I really adore the kitchen, and how it's set up, and I actually like using the ladder. I think everybody who does this, depending on where you put the doors, if I would have put the doors on last, I probably could have used normal stairs, but I think I would have lost a lot of space on the lower level, so the ladder worked really, really well. But I just love the color scheme that I ended up going with, and how I really wanted it to look like. Yes, he built this literally from whatever he could find from scratch, put it together, and it actually flows really well, even playing it. Everything is so close knit that it's comfortable. The only thing that I need to do is I need to add a bookshelf somewhere. Like, I don't mind taking my Sims maybe to the library, but I think eventually I'm just gonna add. I just realized when I was playing, I was like, oh, I need to read a book, and I'm like, wait, I don't have a bookshelf. And that was just one thing that just slipped my mind. I could have put the one TV that automatically had a bookshelf. I didn't even think about that came with Tiny Living. And now looking at it, I don't think I used anything from Tiny Living at all. Not that I can see right now. I don't think I did. Which is funny because I made a tiny home. Neither here nor there. But I might switch out the TV, honestly. That one that has the bookshelf in it and the radio in it. And that would actually save us some money. But yeah, I enjoyed this. And hopefully you guys that are doing the shell have enjoyed it. I've seen a couple of shells that are already done. They are due September 30th. And we will go through and do live walkthroughs like we always do. And I will post them here on YouTube. But yeah, sorry this one was a little bit later. I was just trying to decide what I wanted to do because spooky season technically starts for me in September, but I didn't want to do 2 months of spooky. And so this was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this in our last 2 weeks of September, and I think it worked out because it's not huge, so I think everyone will have time to get it done. But as we're getting everything down here, that part I really like just because I have the fish just hanging around. He has all of his fish around the house. Like, you know that he's a fisherman and that he loves his job. Like, all of his things are all over, inside and outside. It is what they love. The little campfire over there. They even have their own pet fish inside. So he doesn't always, fish them out, and eat them. They do have a pet fish, and everything. But, yeah, I just really enjoyed doing this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. The storyline is going really well. I think it's one that I'm just going to play off anything. I don't think I want to add another story to anything that I'm doing, because I like to just sit back and just play off content creating. But actually, I am taking screenshots, so I might do a little TikTok series of following them. I feel like that's a lot easier, and I get to sit back and just play with them as a family. And I will also have a cast video of the husbands that I create. And next time I play, I think I am going to go ahead and have them adopt. I thought about doing a science baby, but with this ladder, I don't want to have a baby. And I didn't put a crib in it. Like, I don't want to go through that process. So we're just going to adopt an older child, and just do it that way. And if this one like gets of age, maybe we'll adopt another one, but I don't think I want to start with baby in this house, dealing with the ladder. And it's bad enough that when you have them with stairs, like, you can actually teach them to go down the stairs, but with this ladder, yeah, it's not gonna work. And I'm not gonna keep going up and down this ladder to deal with this kid. So up here is where I was able to get 2 bedrooms, which I was shocked. And I was shocked I was even get a full bathroom. Because as you can see, their bathroom is still very handmade. So it's like he pretty much worked from the bottom up. As he started upgrading, like, the money he got, he like, oh, let's upgrade the living room, because that's what everyone sees first. And he just hasn't gotten to the bathroom, because it's the bathroom. It's not that big of a deal. It still runs. It still works. They did upgrade the toilet, so that's a good thing. You know, started there. But he still has his makeshift, almost said hot tub, makeshift bathtub. One thing I really was adamant on using was I never use the tub for the laundry. I always have a washer and dryer, and I never use the clothing rack. Sorry. And so that's what I wanted to use. I was like, oh, I've never really had them like use the tub for washing clothes. So when I play tested that, I don't know why, I was amazed. I'm like, oh my god, we're washing clothes in a tub, and then we get to hang them out to dry. They are such an outdoorsy family that I adore them and I love them. Like, they're not like tree huggers or anything, but it's like a half homestead, but they just love being outdoors. And they're like, hey, this works for us. And it is probably the most romantic couple I have ever made. And I didn't make them both romantic. Like, the fisherman, he's all about fishing, all about outdoors, loves animals, and just wants to work. And then his husband, I made them, like I said, they want to be a spellcaster. I think they are romantic, but they also love outdoors, and I can't remember their other trait. But they are so lovey-dovey that I don't even have to interact. Like, they naturally are constantly talking to each other. They're constantly, like, kissing and hugging and flirting. I don't have to do anything. I've never had a naturally romantic couple like that in my life. And I'm so happy that I don't have to do that much work with them. So, like, playing them as a family has been so smooth so far. So I'm hoping adding a child won't cause chaos, especially one that we're going to be adopting. So we'll see what happens. But I haven't adopted a sim in a very long time. So we'll see what goes down. I'm slightly nervous, especially with, like, the functioning of the house. Like, I feel like I gave enough for, like, the kid that will have a toy set, and, you know, I did get a computer and a desk, and so they're able to have a space that is still their own in this tiny home, and hopefully they like being outdoors too, because, I mean, if you're not inside, you have more space outside of this house than you have inside of this house. So we'll see what happens. And that's why I'm very intrigued about adopting as well, because I don't know the personality of the child that I will get. And I think that is what's more exciting, to see how the dynamic will flow compared to having your own child. Like, it is cool that we can't have a science baby now, but I don't think this is the family that I want to do a science baby with. But there will be one. I have to find the storyline and the family that it will work for. But yeah, I will have a video up of the family that I created, to go with this house. I didn't do a challenge. You didn't have to make a family with your build, but with me, like, these shell challenges are also helping me finish my own save file. So it's all working out to finish, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So definitely check out the lives. Everything will be linked down below. If you want to check out the lives, the screenshots are going to be coming up. I love and appreciate you guys, and hopefully I can catch you in some of the streams over on Twitch. Don't forget to become a member for $2.99 here on YouTube. So have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and this is Lunagalaxy out.